Well, hey everybody. I'm down here in Florence, Oregon. This is South Jetty Park. It's an Oregon Dunes park, and this is just one of the parking lots. Yeah, you can unload your vehicles, whatever you're gonna do, and then you drive right out into the sand dunes. My Jeep's not equipped for doing that, so I could not go out there. But I figured I'd drive through, show you kind of what it looks like. This big old sand dune here on the other side's the ocean. I don't know how close because I didn't go up there, but I got the whole family in the car. 4 dogs, 3 kids, wife and me. And we're out to just going for a drive. And I figured I'd show you guys some of it. Beautiful country. A lot of the dune areas out here are covered in grass and small trees. But there's a lot of exposed sand also. Yeah, this is the first park you come to, at least a public park. You do need a permit to park here. You can drive around all you want, but you need a permit to park. And you can get the permits right at the entrance to the park. And after we got done there, we decided to go down to the end of the road, which this is where we're at now, going out actually onto the jetty. Kind of neat that you can drive out on the jetty on both sides of the river. And this is the Siusla River. Weird name, but there's a place to park and you can walk out to the beach. That's what these people are doing. You definitely want four-wheel drive to go out here. It's really bumpy. I'm sure you can see the Jeep bumping around in the rocks. It wasn't the perfect day for it. A little bit of rain off and on, overcast. But, those are the good days for a drive. Yeah, you can see some of these rockier sections, the Jeep's bouncing around pretty good. It did well, though, even with the big bumps. I've hiked out a lot of jetties, but this is the first time I ever drove out one. There was a lot of driftwood up on the side, and on the side the water's on also, in the rocks there's a lot of logs. So I imagine big storms, the king tides, and stuff like that probably just blow them right over this jetty. Definitely had to take it slow through these rocky areas. And the narrow spots, like right ahead here, is pretty narrow. If you're much wider than the Jeep, you'd have trouble getting through here. You'd probably have to get out and move the log. And it just opens up, nice deep sand. As you can see, I'm speeding up in the Jeep, so I don't want to get stuck or get a chance of getting stuck. Yeah, sand's really soft, really deep. Even out here in the hard packed sand, which Washington, that's hard packed sand. You can drive all day on it. But here it wasn't real hard. It was definitely soft, even in the darker sand here I'm coming up to. So I didn't stop. I just kind of turned around. Looks like a nice beach. Coming down Highway 101 from the north into Florence, you get a really nice view of all this area because you're up in the cliffs coming down the coast, and all of a sudden it just opens up into sand dunes. That Iosla River is a very large river. A lot of docks on it. There's a little port there in Florence, mostly small craft, of course. Yeah, if you're ever down this way, though, it's definitely worth coming out to see. Definitely some big bumps. On the road out here, we saw a few cars, not too many. Weren't very many people out. Of course, in the middle of the week. Fun little drive. If I was spending more time in this area, I'd definitely look into the paddle tires and a flag for the back of the Jeep. Some other rescue equipment just in case you do get stuck, of course. I didn't have any of that with me, so there was no playing in the sand like I did when I was a kid, you know. That was a pretty good sized bump, too. Hard to tell where they are. The rocks, you know, sometimes they're little holes next to them, sometimes they're just rocks sticking up. But kind of neat to just be able to drive out on the jetty. As you can see, there's a couple cars in the parking lot. Here we're another one of the ORV parking areas. Some people there either getting back or going out. At this point, it's starting to rain a little bit. And same thing here, parking lot, and it just goes right out into the sand dunes. Lots of areas in Oregon for that. At least Florence and south down towards Coos Bay. Lots of sand. No, I just thought I'd share a little bit of the scenery with you. Pretty nice area for sure. Where we're camping's really nice too. I'll show you that at another time. Yeah, and thanks for watching. It was fun.